Chapter 7, practice test. Going through this so that you can get an A. A. What did I say? I said an A. A. Gotta turn off my music. Small town music. John Mellencamp. First, it says it decays, so I take whatever I have initially, which is the 16,695. It says decay, so I do 1 subtract my rate. Remember, you have to move that decimal point 2 times to the left. And it has 8 years. If I put that in my calculator, I'll get 10,176.75. That would be my answer for the first one. If it said increase, it would be adding your rate. Question number 2. If I look at my transformation here, I have a flip, and it also stretch. This right here means that's going to be a decay. So my points, I did not move left or right at all, so that's 0. So when I do my table, 0 should be in the middle, so -1, -2. And I also have 1 and 2. Remember, you can use your graphing calculator table section to fill that in. -2 and -1. So my point here is 0, -1. That is the point where it starts going up and down. I didn't move up or down from my graph. I didn't have any transformation, so my horizontal asymptote is at 0. You have to make sure to draw in that dotted line horizontal asymptote. And then I have my 5 points. So 0, -4, -1, -8. So someplace over here. 1, -2, and 2, -1. Whoop. Whoop, there it is. My range y would be less than, because it's below my dotted line, and my dotted line is at 0. Next one. My transformation here, it moves to the left 2. Moves to the left 2, so this would be -2. So when I do my table, -2 is in the middle. So I'm going to evaluate -3 and -4, and -1 and 0. Again, using your graphing calculator, the table functions, that's 1.2, 1.8, 4, 13, 49. I'm definitely not going to get 49 on that graph. So my point's at -2, 4. -2 because of this 2. And then I moved up 1, so this would be y is equal to 1. So when I do my horizontal asymptote, that's where y is equal to 1. And I plot my points. I have -4, -1.2, someplace right here, -3, -1.75, -2, or 4, and I'm not going to get 13 on there, so it's going to go something like that, something like that. It's a little bit hard to draw with this pen. My range y is greater than, it's above my horizontal asymptote. My horizontal asymptote is at 1. Next one, I have to rewrite in a log format. So I have to think, what's my base? My base here is 2, so that'd be log base 2. Remember, you switch your numbers, so log base 2 of 32 is equal to 5. Unlike the next one, I have to think, what's my base? My base here is 7, so it's saying exponential base 7 raised to what power, and it's equal to 49. Remember, once you find your base, the other two numbers switch. Writing as one single log. So first thing I'm going to do is just write, I'm going to write my log base k. All of these have base k. Remember, if it's multiplying on the outside, that becomes an exponent on the inside. Well, there's nothing over there. I see subtraction, so I know that's division. X cubed is on top, it's positive. Y to the 7th is on top, it's positive. Z is on bottom because it has this subtraction here. Remember, subtraction means it goes on the bottom of the fraction. That's my answer for that one. Next one, right, is one single log. So it's log base 4. I see subtraction, that means it's division. If you can, you should simplify. So this is equal to log, still base 4. Both of those are divisible by 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So this would be my answer right here. Again, if it's multiplied on the outside, that becomes an exponent. So it's the exponent of this whole thing. This has to stay together. So I just have one log. My base here is 10 if there's nothing there. I see subtraction, division. So I have x to the 5th on top, then x plus 6 raised to the 8th power on bottom. I cannot simplify that any further. That's all I can do. And my last two, expanding. One thing that you should do, is think how many times I have to write out log. I have 1, 2, 3 here. So I'm going to be writing log base 5 3 times. Log base 5, my first thing is 16. Log base 5, my other thing is y. Log base 5, x. And now I should see, do I have any exponents? Exponents go in front. I don't have any exponents, so I'm good there. 16 is positive, it's on top, so that stays positive. Y is positive, it's on top, so that becomes a plus. I am dividing by my x, so that's like subtracting. So that's all that is there. Again, I have 2 different things. I'm going to write out log base 8 2 times. I have a 6, and I have log base 8, I have an a. This 3 should come out in front. I don't have an exponent here, so nothing's there. These are multiplying, so I'm going to be adding those together. So those would be my 2 answers for that one. Evaluate means you have to know how to type that into your calculator. If you type that into your calculator correctly, you should get -4 for this one, and you should get -3 for this one. Again, you have to be able to type it into your calculator. Question number 9. Whoa, it's twisted. Solving, I need to get my base by itself first. I have a base 6 there, so I have to first subtract my 3. So I have 6x is equal to 36, because I have to subtract my 3. Now, some people might just be able to answer that question, but if you can't, you have to do log base 6 on both sides. Log base 6. These two cancel each other out. Log base 6 of 36 is what x is equal to, which is 2. My base for the next one is already all by itself. So I have to do log base 7 of one side of the equation. That means I have to do log base 7 of the other side. And if I do that, this comes down, and I have this equal to 3.21. Divide by 3, divide by 3. I get x is equal to 1.07. And again, my base is already by itself. So I have to do log base 4 on both sides of my equation. Log base 4 over here, log base 4 over here. This comes down, so I have x minus 2 is equal to log base 4 is equal to 4. Add 2 to both sides of the equation, I get x is equal to 6. Solving, I don't have a base. If I don't have a base, it's always going to be 10. Saying 10 now becomes my base. These two cancel each other out, leaving me with 5x plus 6 is equal to 10 to the 7th. I personally am just going to leave that as 10 to the 7th, so then I would have to subtract 6. So I have 10 to the 7th minus 6, and then divide by 5. I need to get my x by itself. So now if I type this whole thing into my calculator, I get that x is equal to 1,999,998.8. Big number. Next one, I have to write this as one single log. However, this is a tricky one. This is very tricky. This is not with that log. Before you can do anything else, you have to first get rid of that 1. So I have to add 1 over here. I'm going to write this as one single log. I see subtraction, that's going to be division. So 5 to the 3rd on top, 2 will be on bottom, x to the 4th on top is equal to 1. Write it as one single log, and you have to add over the 1. So you do 10 raised to one side, 10 raised to the other side. So these two cancel. 5 to the 3rd, x to the 4th over 2 is equal to 10 to the 1st. You have to multiply by 2, divide by 5 to the 3rd, take the 4th root. So in your calculator, it looks something like this. The 4th root of 2 times 10 divided by 5 cubed, and you get that x is equal to 0.63. Bing, bing, bong. And last but not least, first thing we're going to do is divide by my 5 here. Divide by my 5. So I have a log of 3x is equal to 2. My base here is 10 on both sides. So 3x, these two cancel, is equal to 100. Divide by 3. X is equal to 33.3. I can't wait to grade your test so that you can get an A. So excited. Oh my gosh. You have a great, grand, wonderful, whatever time of the day you're having.